funny. I get to see a lot of things through my wife's eyes, and it was humiliating to not be able to feed my kids. And
one day at a time, Brian.
Well said, well said. But I just don't even know how to thank you guys for sitting through and watching the hard work that, Mark Ruffalo, please, come on. What an experience. If anybody's pursuing and trying to put films together and hitting all the hurdles and the walls that it takes, and I just hope you have half the good time that we had. I wish that upon you all, because I know what it takes in this industry. I know what persistence will get you. Don't give up on any of your dreams, because that was word for word what happened. I've been in crack houses, and now I'm here with you. I thank God I've been shot 4 times. I still got 3 bullets in me, 1 in each arm, 1 in the back of my head. And again, I'm here with you. I don't know what to say, except I'm really honored that you guys sat through and watched our hard work. And a guy once said to me, when I first got out of prison, I had everything I owned in a half a green bag, and I had nothing. And he said to me, you can do anything you want in the world, Brian, or you can drink. And it's no secret that I'm an alcoholic. And one day at a time. Thank you.
It was an honor. It was he was there to lead us through. He was kind of reliving it all as we were going along. I've known Brian. He handed me the script 8 years ago. We were working together on Rob Lurie's movie. He brought us together, The Last Castle. I saw this totally authentic actor. Really just blew me away with his honesty, and started to strike up a conversation. And he handed me the script. He said, this is my life's story. You know, I think you got a look in your eye where you could play this part, and if it's going to go to the bottom of the pile, then that's okay too. But and that's the kind of moment you dread, because we're going to spend 3 months together. And I don't want to have to lie to someone like Brian Goodman. But I read it and I loved it. And it was eight years of watching. At some points we were going to do it together, and we weren't going to do it together, but watching him struggle through getting it made. And I was terrified to play him, because he's a lot of man.
You know, it's one thing that you're here and that you did it, and it's kind of amazing to see the dream come true and everything. But it wouldn't be that if he didn't do it well. You know, that's the funny thing, is that it's really hard to direct a movie. It's really hard to make any movie. It's hard to make a bad movie. And it's really hard to make a good movie. And to do it without any money, you have to be incredibly organized and concise, and you have to be a real leader. It takes artistry and craftsmanship, and it takes a lot of different things. And you did it all really well. I mean, that's the thing, when you ask what it's like, it makes it almost sound like the only valuable thing about it was that it was really his life. Brian has a really strong hit on acting. I mean, And he's a really good actress-director, and he can smell something phony from a million miles away. And if you are an actor, with any director that you're working for, and 90% of directors today are coming out of film school and they think it's all neat about how they use the shot. And last year I got the privilege to be here with Sidney Lumet, and we were talking, and Brian kept asking me about Sidney Lumet and about how to really tell a story and how to let the performances shine. You know, and it doesn't just, it's not enough just to do it in a way. You have to do it well. And that was the great privilege of being directed by you. Thank you.
I just want to comment on Mark made a comment towards the end about fear. You know, he'd call me up at night and say, Brian, I'm scared to death to play this part. I'd say, well, bring that, we'll film it. And what Ethan meant is you need a lot of money, not no money, because we had Bob Yari there, but you need a lot. No, I know what he meant exactly. He meant there's a lot of money it takes to make a film. And this is a genre movie, and you need a certain amount to make this type of one, and a certain amount of time, a certain amount of, you know, effort.
Well, what happens a lot of times is people use money to replace ideas. You know, you actually don't need that. And that's the thing about Sidney Lumet. I tell you, you don't need a lot of money to make a great movie. You need enough, and we had enough. But a lot of times people think it'll make the movie great if they have a big sweeping, you know, they've had 2,000 people standing behind you. But you don't need it.
I just want to say on behalf of the festival, and I think I speak for everyone here tonight, that we are so honored that you chose here and tonight to premiere this film.